Hello and welcome to As I Play Dying Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles Part 1. My name is Ryan, and I am going to speed the hell up this intro sequence, because this is a Japanese RPG and they do love their cutscenes. Basically what you need to know is there is a fictitious Russia Nazis trying to take over fictitious Poland. And I'm speeding things up, and now we're getting to the actual gameplay, because that's what you guys are here for, not for damn cutscenes. Now, this game is a turn-based strategy RPG, but it has a lot of real-time elements, so it's a really unique game, and I really like how it plays out. Basically, there is no grid. You can move around anywhere you want. So, those of you who are fans of XCOM, this is even more control. But you also have to manually aim, and then once you do that, it does a dice roll for you, and you see where you hit. As you can see here, that since his back is towards me, you are not going to get those critical hits on headshots that you think you should. It's going to throw you off a little bit because they do not have right stick aiming, and so all that muscle memory and slight tweaking that you do in stuff like Call of Duty isn't really going to work. But the nice thing is, it's turn-based, so you can really just take your time and shoot. As you can see here, the cover works just how you would expect. I mean, shot in the head a little bit, because my head is exposed. Now, each time you switch between characters, you go into the overworld map here, and you can see on the upper right-hand corner of the overworld map, you see like badges, and those are going to be the characters, and you have so many turns with each character. And then if you look during the movement phase, at the very bottom, there's going to be a meter, and that's going to be like your action gauge. So it's sort of a two-tiered system here. And the movement gauge or action gauge there dictates how far you can move. So if you can't get into cover by the time that runs out, essentially you are going to leave your character exposed for a turn. You also get only one attack per phase. So, you know, typical turn-based stuff here. Now, the reason why I picked this game is because I remember playing the demo a number of years back. The demo left a lasting impression on me, but at the time, my tastes really haven't developed in games to the point where they are today. I was very into the first-person shooter Call of Duty, you know, pew pew 360 no scope headshot, which, like I said, is not a high point in my life. I want to stress that a whole bunch now. I have grown to learn to love a game that sits down, treats you like an adult, and tries to take on a more mature tone and not just mature scenes. So we're not going to get boobs and explosions. We're not Michael Baying in this game. And I would like to transition over to a different topic that I heard. I recently heard the saying, it's better to be good than it is to be popular. And this actually stuck with me quite a bit because when you think about it, there's a lot of truth to that. Something good is going to last a lot longer than something that is hip or trendy in the moment. And unfortunately, I see a lot of games going that way. I'm going to bring up Titanfall here because Titanfall, I feel like it's the developers trying to catch lightning in a can a second time. And I like it. I see it having a fairly good life. But at the end of the day, I was able to put it down because it didn't really add anything to the gaming element to me. But a game like this, one which is very thoughtful in its actions and makes you think about every move, while I'm not going to say is popular, you can tell a lot of passion went into this project, and it is good. And I think that's why 6 years on, I am coming back to a game that stuck with me strictly through a demo. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. Now, I cut out a lot here because there's a lot of filler. One thing that sort of irritates me with this game is that It really is in love with its character models. Too bad that they want to put those character models in little picture frames and just have flapping lip text exposition. It has a lot of anime cliches in it. Like, the two characters that you see, Alicia and Wilkes, are the two characters that you are able to play as right now, and there is a clear puppy love sexual tension. But that's not to say there aren't Nazis killing bitches. So, you know, it does get better. In the short time that I played this game so far, the full version, it does get better. But you will have to sort of swallow that annoyance if you're not a fan of anime and the melodrama and the delivery that anime has. Once you get past that, so far the story is good. It's trying to take a personal look at a wartime scenario, not just be the hero, but the struggles of people as their country gets invaded. Blah. I'm trying to talk here, really I am. I tried to cut out as much of the instructions as I could, but I also wanted to try to get as much of the gameplay as I could for the first two levels. You can see here there is sort of a little auto-targeting, but come on, man. You gotta cowboy up and bring those first-person shooter skills to bear. And you can see there, it gives you a really nice, satisfying bang when you get a headshot. So it's still got that for you, man. I like how the best thing about this game is that two-tiered action set. Here in Commander mode, I can sort of see everything and I can plan stuff out. But they made it very clear that I'm not going to be able to account for everything, and I still have to rely on skill. So it has a strategic and tactical gameplay, which is very rare, I think, in a lot of games. XCOM does an excellent job of balancing it for the most part, but at the same time, I think this one does it maybe slightly different, and I like the flavor of this one. I do like how in XCOM, though, you can sort of craft your own story around it. This one's telling you a story, but that is really the difference between Western development style and Japanese. Japanese really do want to tell you a story and make you feel certain emotions directly. But when you go into Western stuff, they want you to discover the emotions. Now, both are good because both have their strong points and their high points, but you just gotta know what flavor you want at the time. Alright, now another cool thing is in this game is your characters will always attack anything in line of sight. You can see here I actually have 5 enemies that are coming up, and I didn't see this guy before, but my guys here will always react. So, you know, it's kind of nice that I get a couple random dice rolls that are not going to interfere with my actual gameplay. And my badass watchman there actually took him out. One other thing I like is when you can see the little comic book rat-a-tat-tat when it comes up. Yep, right there. You can see that. I love the little touches that they put in this game like that. The cel-shaded look. I really want to touch on this. I love the cel-shaded look and how it looks like an aged photograph. It gives it a really unique look, and it really will allow the game to age better than if it was a realistic look. There are two factors in artistic, or in design of a game, I should say, when it comes to graphics. There is the technical prowess and the aesthetic. The aesthetic is going to be the art of the game. And too many games these days, I think, are going for a realistic art style. The problem is, that will age quicker because technology advances. Versus art shows a clear vision of what the people wanted, and it will only age as the times change and the zeitgeist change. A story of the human condition is going to be better told through art than it is through a realistic perfectly rendered CG movie. And that's one thing that I really miss in games, and some of that's actually coming back. I really do like that. I mean, like stuff like Watch Dogs. 5 years down the road, we're gonna think Watch Dogs looks like shit. Some people already do because of their misleading teaser trailer or their target render. I still think it looks good, but then there are games like Destiny, Valkyria Chronicles here, and a game coming up for PlayStation and Xbox called Transistor, which just indulges in this brilliant, vibrant color palette, and it's made by the guys who did Bastion, which I really suggest checking it out. It's done by a company called Supergiant Games. Now, really quick here, I think this guy's a commander, and I'm just exposing myself, and you can see here I run out of movement speed, and I can run in circles in a little bit because I'm stuck in the open. But if I kill that commander, I believe that he's like a target of opportunity, and the mission will end if you kill a certain guy. There are certain win conditions that you discover throughout the level. We're coming up to the end of the Let's Play here, and I'm gonna get my buddy Leo in on this next time because he is a big fan of Japanese games, and he is more versed in what they have to offer a player than I am, and I would love to learn. So look forward to that in the upcoming videos. As this wraps up, you can see here like he was different from everyone else, but as it wraps up here, I would like to make mention of a subscriber and like drive. If you go to our Facebook at facebook.com/asiplaydying with underscores between them and give us a like, or if you subscribe to us on YouTube, we have something special planned. Right now we have a pretty modest goal of getting up to 50 likes. I think we're currently at 42 or 43, so not too far away. And we also have about 6 or 7 subscribers on YouTube as of making this video. I would like to get that up to 25. If we can hit either one of those goals, we are going to do a special review of a special cartoon. Wonder what that could be. Please follow us on Twitch, Facebook, and Tumblr. Have a nice day.